supposed to do? I could only just be the same ninja all day, as I like to say, to clean it up. I'm the same ninja all day.
Yeah.
Sherrod used to say that, but he's
just a young ninja.
I'm just a young YN being the same. I'm trying to find the other one of do you have it or do I have to resend it to you, dude? I might have screwed up, Mark, of Gene Roddenberry.
No, I have that one. Hold on.
So this is Gene Roddenberry from Star Trek, Blaire?
No.
The creator. Okay, the creator of Star Trek is Gene Roddenberry, the beloved former, I think, Navy intel. Just listen to what he says and see if anything seems odd to you.
Oh, this is insane.
Family. I've been very fortunate in family. I've had 2 marriages, both happy. In my first marriage, I had 2 lovely daughters, and I had the joy in that marriage of girls. And girls are such delicious, sweet-smelling, wonderful things. I can still remember when they would be so clean and their hair done, their starched dresses, and how when they would bend over, the dresses would come up and you'd see the panties and they're just, little girls are just totally beautiful things. And I was happy, I was lucky with my girls in that they never had the problems that sometimes some people seem to have with girls. Not that my daughters didn't have their own problems of dating and so on, but there was never a problem for my parents. And
that was I did not expect that.
No one expects them. No one expects it. Yeah, Star Trek.
What, was he drunk?
No, all of Star Trek. Okay, if you think of the atheist, secular dream of the future, what is it but Star Trek? And right now, and I'll bet you we do have this, a secret space program. I never thought of this in Star Trek, where what if Star Trek's going on and everyone on Earth has no idea that Star Trek is going on? They just never told the Earth. Then you would make it closer to or the mirror universe where the bad Star Trek people, the bad Star Treks are, where they have goatees like the devil. That's the one we live in. Okay, with Nazi planets, and that's where we live. And so I want to get into that. I'm going to deep dive on it at some point, but William Shatner's ex-wife that mysteriously died, that I don't think enough questions have been asked about. And then my buddy Andy Hunt, go watch Control All History. I can't recommend his channel enough. In 2009 on Reddit, before Reddit was completely taken over, a bunch of Hollywood kids were on Reddit talking about secrets. So the Diddy stuff came out in 2009. A bunch of stuff about Jessica Simpson, and somebody named Starchild was their moniker, who talked about their dad was from the San Francisco Nest, he called it, and how the crazy things, but he wouldn't get into details of the things he'd seen.
And he says, I wish it were that easy. Once you sign away your soul, they have it. My dad is an evil man. He would have them find me and then killed if I ever came forward and told the truth. I'm in my 20s. My dad is also a celebrity. He's very well known, but hasn't worked in a while. If you knew what is done to get back into the lights, you wouldn't believe it. Well, what is done to get into the lights, too. I have seen my dad having group sex on many occasions. I have also seen him have gay sex with men that you know of, men that you have seen on TV. You would be shocked. My father is also into the societies, the evil ones. The San Francisco Nest. I hate my dad. I watched him abuse my mom so many times, but the police would never touch him. He was too rich and famous for anyone to mess with. Also, the cops in Hollywood are mostly satanic cult members. I told a friend once about this shit that went down in my house and got locked in the dungeon for days. Yes, you heard me. My dad's house has a hidden basement that is basically a dungeon-type underground level. It has all sorts of the most demonic shit you have ever seen. The stuff that's in movies. When I tell you the people here are effed up, I mean bad. They have all kinds of rituals down there. That is where I was first raped. My life has been one that I wish had never been. I don't even want to be acting. I would far rather be an average Joe and happy than me. You want to hear something crazy and kind of sad? I've never told anyone this. I always wanted to be a park ranger. I love the outdoors and animals, and that always fascinated me when I was younger. When I was younger, I told my parents that, and my dad beat me for even saying it. He said that only dropouts and misfits did stupid shit like that no son of his was going to throw away his name and legacy off in the woods feeding squirrels. I would trade with someone that has that job in less than a minute. Sad, huh? And then Starchild posted again and said, I am not afraid. To tell you the truth, I just don't care. If they come and get me, they just do. I thought about suicide many times when I was a teen. I couldn't do it. I really hate all these bastards so much that I have thought about telling the whole damn world what really happens here. I figured no one would believe me. Some of my dad's best friends are very famous actors and singers. Sick people. My dad's close friend has a daughter my age, and she has been in his dungeon. I had to watch as a group of men blanked her. She was no more than 10 at the time. They made us do things together in front of them on many occasions. You would all know her. That is the type of wickedness you normal people know nothing about. Thank God that you don't. If they busted in with guns blazing right now, I wouldn't even care. Maybe I could finally be free.
But there were hints of it that were nuts. Nathan Reynolds will tell you flat out what he saw, and it's beyond anything you would have guessed. It's so crazy, the things that
Yeah.
Nathan Reynolds said they put him, you know how you can, a movie Flatliners, where they would die to see the afterlife?
Mhm.
And I've seen this, John Lilly doing these experiments on people, stories of this. So, but his creepy ass occult family, he said he was on a gurney in this room, was all surgical steel. Okay. They chilled his body all the way down.
Ugh.
Right. Then somebody comes in and he goes, it was, and he didn't specify what this thing or person was. Real tall, covered in blood, like a 5-gallon bucket of blood covered in it. Okay. That thing stands at his head. Another one of the same thing, but it's sapphire blue because it's not charged up blood. So it's blue, and that's his feet. And then they chill him down and put him into cardiac arrest so that he can astrally go visit with Apollo.
Oh my God.
Okay, he describes.
This is why all the gate kids, there's a long list of things we all strangely have in common. The child near-death experiences is one of them. I too had a near-death drowning experience, and every part of it was controlled, and I was made to have it for sure.